10th, 2017 school committee meeting. We're happy to have you join us. Tonight's meeting is being recorded by East Hampton Media. East Hampton Media channels 191, 192, and 193 is looking for volunteers. If anyone is interested in helping to tape city government meetings, please contact Kathy Lynch at 413-203-1360. And we'd like to thank Tim Riley for taping tonight's meeting for us. Superintendent Follansbee, do you have some announcements for us?
Yes, I do. The next regular school committee meetings are January 24th, February 28th, March 14th, April 11th, and 25th, May 9th and 23rd, June 13th, and 27th, all in the year 2017. There's no school on Monday, January 16th, due to Martin Luther King holiday. There is no school on Friday, January 27th, due to teacher professional development and semester change. There is no school February 20th through 24th due to winter break. There's a half day of school Friday, March 3rd, due to teacher professional development. There are half days of school on Thursday and Friday, March 16th and 17th, due to parent-teacher conferences. There's a family literacy night Thursday night, January 12th at 6 o'clock at Pepin School. There will be a health, safety, and wellness fair on January 21st from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock at East Hampton High School. And many of our community organizations are going to be participating. There's some free chair massages and some other free gifts. And there's more about it in my superintendent update, which you can find on our website.
Great. Thank you very much. Okay, correspondence. Do you have any correspondence?
Yes, good evening. We still, just a reminder that anyone who is interested in participating in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Holyoke need to so you see Sue to get the paperwork, fill it out with her. That's what I was going to say. See Sue and you'll be all set.
Okay, and that's for committee members, by the way. Just to clarify.
Sure, yeah, that's for school committee members.
Excuse me?
Okay,
Registered on the other end, so.
how about gifts?
Yes, we have gifts. So I would urge that we vote to accept with gratitude. I guess I move that we would vote to accept with gratitude and appreciation to Mr. John Fish at Northeast Piano Service for the tuning of the East Hampton High School piano, and to Miss Catherine, is it Stan? I should have double-checked ahead of time. I apologize. She's made a generous gift in the amount of $250 to the Center Pepin Elementary School to be used for school supplies. So I apologize if I have not said your name correctly, but we appreciate the gift.
I just want to add too that this is the third year that Mr. Fish has provided the tuning services for the East Hampton High School students.
Very nice.
It's wonderful that he does that for us.
So do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? We thank you very much for these wonderful gifts. We're very grateful. Okay, next on the agenda is our public speak portion of our meeting. And it's at this time that we invite members from the public to come and speak to us about any topic. And it doesn't look as though anyone's here to do that. So we will move on to our subcommittee reports. And I don't believe the finance subcommittee has met.
No, we have not.
Okay, and how about the policy review subcommittee?
We have not met
Have not
since our
met.
last meeting.
Okay. How about a collaborative for educational services update?
There is no update right now. We will be meeting soon, and so hopefully at our next meeting, our February meeting, I'll have an update for you.
Okay, very good. And it looks as though our student representative is not present tonight.
No, she had a work conflict this evening.
Okay.
Both of our potential representatives had work conflicts this evening.
All right, so we'll then move on to the superintendent's report.
So I've invited Eric LeBeau, our new director of maintenance, to come here this evening so that you would have an opportunity to meet him. And he's already done a number of great things for our district since he's been on board. And I know he has many plans ahead of him. So Eric, if you come to the podium, I'd like to give you an opportunity to meet our school committee members. And
Good evening.
Good evening.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. So Superintendent asked if I would stop by tonight to introduce myself and talk a little about some of my plans and ideas for the school district going forward.
And Eric, you can talk a little bit about yourself too.
Yep,
Know a little
so I'll
bit
start
about
there, and if nobody has any questions or comments, I'll move on to some of the thoughts that I have. So this is my 16th year in the facilities management industry. 12 of those years were in K through 12 public schools. I've held just about every job you could think of in the maintenance side of it, from night custodian, head custodian, maintenance and groundskeeping, to my most recent position, which was district supervisor for facilities and operations department at the last school district of Wilbraham. I left there for about 3 or 4 years to run my own maintenance and cleaning service. Was very successful for a while, and then when the economy started crashing in 2007, 2008, I decided to get out. So for the last 5 or 6 years, I've really concentrated on professional development. I have a few different credentials and certifications in the facilities management field. One of those is I was awarded the designation of facilities management professional through the International Facility Management Association. I'm a certified building operator through the Northwest Energy Efficiency Council, and I hold a Massachusetts construction supervisor license. So that's a little bit about myself. If anybody has any questions or comments, I'll move on. No? Okay. So I don't think it's any secret that the majority of the district school buildings are old, and many of them in need of major renovations and replacements. With that said, I think the district has done a really good job using the spaces and the buildings that they have and still being able to provide a quality education to the kids. As far as maintenance goes, we've been more reactive than preventative maintenance, kind of putting out fires. You know, as a facilities guy, we like to spend a lot of our manpower doing preventive maintenance so that we can avoid the shutdowns and breakdowns and no heat calls and stuff like that. But a lot of times nowadays with the school budgets, schools are forced to do more with less, and preventative maintenance just oftentimes gets put on the back burner. So we've been kind of in the reactive maintenance mode for the last 5-10 years. And so there's a lot of tire equipment in the district. You know, like I said before, money's going out to the charter schools, less state funding, etc. So one of my plans is to bring back the preventative maintenance plan. Implement a preventive maintenance plan, take an inventory of all the buildings and equipment, track down owner's manuals, create schedules and maintenance plans, and then put them in place and actually carry out the maintenance plans. One of the things I'm working on is creating capital improvement plans, touring the building with administrators and doing inventory of the equipment, and putting plans in place to replace aging equipment and modernizations to the schools. With the new building project, some things might change, some things might stay. We'll have to see where that goes. But creating a 1-year, 5-year, 10-year plan as far as when to replace aging equipment. That's something that hasn't been in place for a while. And creating a budget, hopefully working with administrators to create a budget that'll allow us to do those things. New buildings need maintenance too. A lot of people get to think that we build a new school and we won't have to worry about maintenance, but it's almost the opposite. New buildings have just as many problems as the old buildings do, and the new buildings have a lot of newer technologies. So when things do break, it's a lot more costly to repair. Newer technologies, more expensive to repair. So it's important to even maintain the newer buildings, and even more important to enact the preventive maintenance plans at the beginning of the school, when the school is built. So that's just some of the plans and thoughts and ideas I have. Anybody have any questions or comments or?
Well, and Eric, you just came on board in November, correct?
Right.
And,
End of November.
And actually, I believe you were coming to the district even before your official
Yeah,
hire date,
yeah.
which was, he was still working at another job, but would come on, I guess, your days that you were able to take off there
Yeah.
and come here, so he
Yeah, I had a really
really,
good group over there that allowed me to kind of get away when I needed to.
so he really helped us have a smooth transition from what we had in place to having Eric here, and everybody has been very pleased with everything that Eric is doing and his staff as well, and so we're really pleased to have you here,
Yeah,
Eric.
thank you. I apologize, I'm not a public speaker at any point, but if anybody ever wants to, sit down and talk one-on-one or whatever privately, I'm more than willing to do that. My email, phone number, be happy to talk.
So I just have a quick question.
Yep.
So, thank you for, looking into the capital and the maintenance and getting a maintenance plan, the capital plan. So we have a program here, under our liability insurance, our Maya, it's like, credits. And I think some of the things some of the plans that you're putting together will fall in there. And obviously they'll benefit the city either way, but so if you don't mind, whenever I receive any of the information of the requirements from our liability insurer, I will email them to you and see if any of these
Yeah.
fit into that criteria where we can use them
Absolutely.
for credits.
Yeah.
So, sometimes there's very short seminars, but mostly what they're looking for is exactly what you're talking about, maintenance plans.
Yeah.
Having a plan on that. So if you don't mind, I will send you that the next
Yeah,
time and you'll
absolutely.
see it. It's Maya's credits. And we save quite a lot of money every year by using these credits for all different departments. And it comes right off our liability.
Yeah, and
invoice.
I find the utility companies are often looking to give you money to upgrade and become more energy efficient.
That's
So
exactly right.
there's
We've
of
done a
cost
lot
savings
of,
out
we've
there.
done a lot of our energy efficiency programs through some of the buildings, and it doesn't seem
Yeah.
it, but we, but we have. I think
Yeah.
you did a great job.
I've seen it a few
publicly
years
speaking.
ago.
We're very
Thank you
happy
very
to have
much.
you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you for
Yep.
coming.
No problem.
Okay, moving along, warrants and payroll.
I move to approve the school payroll dated 5 January 2017 in the amount of $488,909.06.
Second?
There's a motion, it's been seconded to approve the school payroll dated January 5th, 2017 in the amount of $488,909.06. All those in favor? Motion passes.
I move to approve the accounts payable authorization for payment dated 5 January 2017 in the amount of $199,300 and no cents.
Second?
There's a motion, it's been seconded to approve the accounts payable authorization for payment dated January 5th, 2017 in the amount of $199,300. All those in favor? Motion passes. Thank you.
I feel like there should be one more pink sheet, but maybe not. Let me just double check. No, I think that's,
That's it?
yes, there's a document that this document's a duplicate. So we'll need to generate a new document for the 199,000.
Is there a second pink? No? Okay.
Sorry, hold please. I'm just. Yeah. No, we have, what we have signed, just so the folks know that we have to sign these documents. We've signed two documents in the amount of $488,909.06. So we'll sign a document that reflects the vote that we made to also approve the accounts payable in the amount of $199,300. It's just a matter of creating a document and signing it. Okay?
Okay. Okay, then, minutes.
Yep.
I do have one one tiny correction.
Oh, you're gonna take that away from poor Chuck?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I think it's all right.
The December 20th minutes, the regular session, under public speak, we've given Chuck McCullough the title of professor, and he's actually the business manager,
No.
CEO, CFO.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
Mhm.
really, Chief Financial Officer.
Mm-hmm.
CFO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one.
December 20th, right?
So with that amendment,
CFO. Any other comments or corrections for that
I move that
meeting?
I move that we approve the minutes of the East Hampton School Committee meeting of December 2016.
Second?
There's been a motion to approve the minutes. It's been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Do we have one? Okay, motion passes.
Motion to approve the opening of a school choice slot at the high school. This is for a student whose family has moved out of the district, and the family would like to stay in the district.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion to approve the school choice slot request for the 11th grade at the high school. It's been seconded. All those in favor? Motion passes.
Motion to approve a budget transfer request through the SPED district office from tutors and other salary services at the high school to other instructional services at the high school in the amount of $7,062.
Second.
There's a motion. It's been seconded for a budget transfer from tutors and other salaries at the high school to other instructional services at the high school. All those in favor?
And there's
Motion passes.
there's a similar motion from the tutors and other salaries to other instructional services to cover hospital tutoring services in the amount of $7,000.
Second?
There's a motion for a budget transfer request. It's been seconded for moving the funds from the tutors and other salaries, other salary category at White Brook Middle School to the instructional services category, special education at White Brook Middle School of $7,000. All those in favor? Motion passes.
Do we adjourn before we go into a work session?
No.
No, we do not.
We do not. But before we do that, I just wanted to clarify, we had listed on our minutes that we needed to approve the minutes from the work session on December 20th. We do not.
Yeah. Well, one.
Oh, okay, it's all,
Yeah, I believe it's all one
All one.
document.
okay, so
I apologize, I didn't make that clear when I made the motion, but
it's included.
right.
Okay, so we're all set then. Okay.
Correct.
We don't need a
Yeah,
separate.
on page 2, halfway down, it
Okay.
describes the work session beginning at 7:20 and concluding at
But
7.
it doesn't need a separate approval? No, okay. Very good. Okay, so at this time, we will not adjourn, but we're going to move into the conference room for a work session. And those topics are to discuss
Sorry, here we go.
the future of public school education and the development of an action plan to address choice, charter, and voucher programs. And we are also going to speak briefly about our goals and objectives for 2017. Okay? Thank you very much.